Hi, everyone, and welcome to What's New in Canva for Education, second edition. This webinar is geared for our K-12 community to show them all of the new features and the latest and greatest of Canva and how to put them to use. It's always nice to kick things off with an introduction. I'm Leena, your host for today's webinar. I'm a content strategist from the education team here at Canva, and I'm joining you from Houston, Texas, in the United States. I used to be a classroom teacher and spent 10 years in the classroom in both elementary and middle school and everything in between. And not only that, but I've been in ed tech empowering educators for the past 8. In the chat, feel free to share where you're joining us from, what you teach, or what teams you support. Oh my gosh, the chat is moving so quick. I love this. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I love seeing where you're all joining us from around the world. It's so nice to be able to share this moment with you and also see all the different varieties of things that you teach or teams that you support and work with. Now, we always like to ask, how well do you know Canva? Are you a brand new user at a 1? Or are you in the middle at a 3? Or are you using it every single day with your students at a 5? There's no wrong answer. Just go ahead and share away. Holy cow. I forget how fast these chats move. It's so great to see all of the variety of comfort level within using Canva. The nice thing about today's webinar is you'll walk away feeling inspired and empowered with the new features as they're new to, well, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about what is Canva for Education, what's new in Canva, so the new education features, and we'll do a demo of each one. Then we'll dive into Canva-fying your resources, which are tips and tricks to really make them more Canva-fied. And we'll walk away with some new educator resources designed to empower and inspire. So what is Canva for Education? A question we always get. Or if you're just joining us today, maybe it's your first time learning about it. Canva for Education is an all-in-one visual communications platform. Did you know that you're one of over 90 million students and teachers that are using Canva every single month? We've had 1.5 billion designs created by our educator community, which is teachers just like you creating templates and added to our template marketplace. We also have over 600,000 schools and over 6,000 school districts using us every single day. And my most favorite part about Canva, and one of the reasons why I'm so inspired by the product, is that as a former educator, is that it's 100% free for K-12 schools and systems. So if you're not already signed up, check out the link in the chat. And what are you waiting for? Get started today. Now, why is Canva for Education free? Well, here at Canva, we believe that education is a human right and should be accessible for all. We also believe that the skills that students learn at Canva transcends the landscape. We are a company that values education, and our founders were both educators, and they know the power that educators hold. They've made it their mission to ensure that no matter where a person lives in the world, they are empowered to design. So it really is designed to empower everyone to create, collaborate in the community and in the classroom and beyond, which is a really important factor. And we worked with hundreds of educators worldwide. And the one thing that we found to be unique about Canva is that it really gives students and teachers that skill set that goes beyond the K-12 landscape. It contributes to those workforce readiness skills, used to be called 21st century learning skills. But what I really like to call them are workforce readiness or timeless skills, skills that go beyond the classroom. Did you know that Canva is quickly becoming an industry standard design tool that is used across a variety of industries all around the world? That could be from your best friend creating wedding invites or creating invites for her child's first birthday to large organizations creating all of their business marketing collateral, or even your dad creating a business proposal for his business. So it's really a tool that transcends the entire landscape. All right. Enough about that. Let's go ahead and let's dive into what you're all here for, the new features for Canva for Education. Well, we're going to talk about page updates. Then we're going to dive into some presentation updates that I think are going to leave you walking away ready to present this to your students today. And also one of our newest features is to be able to record yourself on your mobile device. Now, page updates. We're going to talk about automatic numbering to custom embeds. Launching our now page-specific links. Streamline that classroom collaboration with page-specific links. Now it's even quicker than ever to coordinate projects. Plus, it's simple to get your students on the same page, literally. See what I did there? Then custom embeds. You can now highlight key information and handpick what you share with custom embeds. It's an easy way to enhance clarity and engagement in your classroom, making every lesson that much more impactful. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do each of these in just a moment. And what the community and everyone has been asking us for, and now live and ready to use, are automatic page numbers. Say goodbye to tedious tasks of numbering pages one by one. Instead, keep tabs on your slides with automatic page numbers. Customize the color, font, and size to align with your design. Plus, you can apply these tweaks across all of your pages in one click. How easy is that? And if you saw just a moment ago my phone, that's because I'm using Canva's handy dandy tool of being able to present from your mobile device. All right, let's dive in and let's go ahead and do a live demo. All right, so here I am on my Canva page. And I'm in this design that I've created and I've been using with my students. So here we are on the page. We'll click on the text in the editor side panel. And here you'll see dynamic page numbers, dynamic text page numbers. Now we see here that maybe this is a little bit too small, or maybe I don't like the look and feel of this. So what I can do first is I can decide the format. Do I want it to be numbers only? Do I want it to be page? Let me make this a little bit larger so you can see. Do I want it to be a specific page and number, or do I want it to be page 8 of 18 so they can know exactly where they are in the design? Once you've formatted it and you're sure about where you'd like it to go, maybe I want it to be here in the middle. Once I've done that, I can now apply properties to all pages. Now, no matter where I navigate, that page number will be exactly where I want it to be. Let's say you change your mind about the page numbers. Well, when you click here on the edit bar, make sure you have your page number selected. Click on edit in the floating toolbar, and you can remove all page numbers. So within a click, they've been added to your design and removed. Pretty cool. And such a great feature to have. So now let's talk about page-specific links. All you need to do is click on one of the page numbers, click on the 3 dots, and from here, you'll click copy link to this page. You can share specifically this page to your students through your LMS or whatever communication system you're using with your students. Or what you can also do is, remember we talked about specific page embeds? You can actually take that link from that specific page or another design that you've created. And I'm just gonna paste, and within a click, my custom embed is here. What's even better about that is maybe you selected the wrong page when you were doing your embed. Well, you can click here on the drop-down menu and you can select any page of which you would actually like to be linked, or you can link multiple pages at once. So it's totally up to you what you decide. You can even change how that is viewed if you want, and just change it to a link if you end up changing your mind. But what's nice is that students will only have access to that specific page instead of every single page in your design. This can be especially helpful when you're using our new polls and quizzes feature, which we'll talk about later. So just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, we've explored page updates. Let's move on to presentation updates. We're going to talk about how to draw and present offline. Offline presenting mode, also a really highly requested feature. Now you can deliver your lessons without disruption. Offline presenting is perfect for teaching in low connectivity or on field trips, or teaching at an educator showcase or a conference. You can showcase your slides confidently, knowing every graphic and interactive element will be just as you designed it. Picture perfect. Now you can also draw in present mode. Level up your lessons and captivate your students with draw and present mode. Now you can highlight key points on your slides, direct attention as you teach, and drive your point home. Talk about effective learning. Now I'm going to show you how. Okay, here I am, and I left off on this design, but let's go ahead and let's go back to the Canva homepage itself. On the Canva homepage, on that design that I've just been working on, I'm going to hover on the 3 dots, and I'm going to enable offline presenting mode. Now, this is going to save this presentation to my device. Now, it is not recommended using this feature if you want to keep the contents of this design private. So that just means you're not wanting to showcase this design anywhere. So don't worry about this pop-up message, nothing to worry too much about. And now your design is able to be used offline. So now when you go here, did you know you can present right here by hovering over those three dots? And now when you present, you don't have to worry about connectivity issues, and your design is exactly as you left it. I know that that's super helpful update. Now, in addition to that design, what we've been talking about most is our new draw feature. So now let's say I want to highlight the cuticle. Maybe I want to talk about the guard sails. Maybe I want to talk about some of these other things, or I just want to circle. I'm talking about this specific component. Now I can draw directly on my presentation. And I can also highlight things if I want. So I can highlight the function. So exactly as I'm presenting and teaching, I can have everything that I need to be able to annotate in real time. Okay, now here's one of the things that is going to really bring some life to your life. You're going to capture ideas when your inspiration strikes on your mobile. I've been waiting for this feature. I'm sure you've been waiting as well. Now you can record yourself on mobile. You can capture lessons or educational moments on the go with our mobile app. So you're on a field trip, you're in the hallway, you're outside on the playground. All you have to do is simply open Canva, hit record, and let your ideas flow. Your videos are saved automatically for easy access across your devices anytime, anywhere. So let me show you how. So I'm on my device, as you can see here, and I'm gonna open up Canva, make sure I'm in the right team because that's important. And now I'm going to go into my design that I've previously been working on. And I'm going to click on uploads. And right here, you'll see I can click record yourself. Make sure that you allow access. You can choose your camera, your microphone. So if you're like me, I bet your classroom has your own set of microphones. So you can go ahead and connect that and use that if you'd like. Or you can just use the Canva and use the enhanced voice to strengthen the voice. So now I'm here and now I'm going to record. Hi everyone, so glad to be joining you today. Here's the overview of leaf's anatomy. Here you can see the cuticle and some of the other features of the leaf. Thank you so much for joining us today on this specific content. Now, obviously, if you're doing this with your students, you're going to be presenting the information to them. And now, once I'm done, I can decide to record on any of the pages. And once I'm done, I'm just going to save and exit. And you can see here that my video has been added right away. Now, let me show you what that looks like on the desktop as well. So in my same design that I've been working in this whole time with you, you'll see my video that I recorded on mobile is, hi everyone, so glad to be joining you today. Here's the overview of leaf's anatomy. Now, not only is my video accessible there, but we mentioned it will be saved in my uploads. So I go to my uploads and I click on video, and now you'll see the video file right here. Also, just a little trick, since I'm already here, I might as well show you. You can click on the edit audio, and as I mentioned, you can enhance the voice. So that means you can take back some of that messy feedback that gets in there, the wind's blowing, other things like that, and you can enhance it and make it the best audio. You can also extract it. So just sharing some extra tips since I'm in the process of sharing anyway, right? Who doesn't want and love extra tips? Now we're moving on to Canva-fy your resources. Now, this is one of my favorite ones today. This is a handy hack from Canva educators like yourself and some that I learned from the community as well. So I'm happy and excited to share this with you. So today we're going to talk about magic design with video, where you can bring learning to life with magic design for video. Sometimes this seems to be an underrepresented tool, so I wanted to make sure that we could capture it today. So let's go ahead and let's go back to our design. And I'm going to just start a brand new design. So I'm going to head actually back to the Canva homepage. I am going to click on a video design. So it doesn't matter which video I'm creating, but I'm going to create a video design here. And I'm just, for this instance, I'm just going to click a regular video because it's easier for students to see on their desktop. Now I'm here in my design and I'm going to click on generate videos instantly. So I'm going to click on upload because I have some things here. And now I'm going to go ahead and click on some images that I've already uploaded. And you can select up to 10, but for this instance, I'm only going to do 5. And then what I'm going to say, I'm going to have it create a video to introduce these items as vocabulary for my grade 5 students. For my grade 5, and I'm going to amp it up a bit, Spanish students. So I typed in here, create a video to introduce these items as a vocabulary for my grade 5 Spanish students. And then I'm going to click generate. And within a moment, this is actually going to create and generate a video for me. And let's see. Here we have, let's go ahead and let's just play what's been created for us. In this case, it also entered our logo on the back for our brand kit. So it also added an outro slide. So now what I can do is I want to go ahead and I want to obviously format this text because it's not going to be readable for most students. So we want to be able to create something that's more legible for our students. So we went through and I just clicked on this and I just found a text that I know is more legible for my students, usually something that is sans. So if you just go to text style, if you go to font here and you type in sans, you'll see there's a whole host of sans. Those are usually easier to read and understand. But obviously, if you have students with dyslexia, you could have the font here that best represents your students in class. But I want to have something that's legible. And here I have, it tells me what this is in both English and in Spanish. Now, what I'm going to actually do here is now I'm going to just have this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to translate this and I'm going to choose a language to translate this. So because this is in Spanish and I'm not a native Spanish speaker, I'm actually going to translate this into English. And when I translate it, I can decide if I want it friendly or inspirational or professional. I just want to keep it as is. And then I can translate this without creating a copy if I want, but I'm just going to go ahead and translate. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the video and you'll see here the classroom is empty. The room is empty. The water dispensers are on the wall. The phone is on the table. The Toyota Land Cruiser is a new car. So the thing about this is it did create a pretty decent video, but the thing about all of Magic itself is that it's always something you want to check. So this is actually pretty close here. Now, if I wanted to, I could then take this and I could generate a quiz right from here. However, I'm going to show you how to do this in a few moments, but I could take this presentation, I could transform it into a doc, but you'll see here this created something from this Land Cruiser. So it said, what is a key aspect of the Toyota Land Cruiser's reputation? Is it budget friendly? Is it limited off-road capability, renowned durability, and off-road performance? So we can go ahead and click this, and then we can go ahead and see the responses. So we can see who the responses are, who the responder was if we wanted, and we can go ahead and download this as a CSV. So I could have this create something for me. So I do like that it is giving me the verb, giving me the noun and putting it into a sentence for the students to do. So it is going to be a little bit more detailed, but also it added animations. It's created everything for me. So it's just a quick thing that I can go ahead and just edit pretty quickly with using the help of Magic design, which is something I think pretty, unusual. I've also had it create video messages. So you could create designs in an instant. And so what I could do is I could take this and create a story based on these characters. And I could go ahead and generate it. So I'm just showing you another use case for being able to use this in your classroom. And now you'll see here, it's created a story for me, which I find to be really cool and really quick way to use this. So once upon a time in a magical forest, there lived a colorful monster named Max, which I created these images, just so you know, in Dreamlab. Max loved to explore the forest and make friends with all the animals. One day, Max met a group of animals who are planning a party. Max was so excited to help join in and help make the party a success. So it's a pretty good story. Obviously, you can edit the characters and kind of do all that separately, but I really like that it created this into a cohesive design here. So I can Now let's dive into one of my favorite parts. There are so many goodies today of our educator resources where you can level up every lesson and engage every student. So polls and quizzes. You can bring interactive learning to life with polls and quizzes. You can gain instant feedback through knowledge checks, gauge student sentiment, and adapt lessons on the fly. You can start with our ready-to-use templates with embedded polls and quizzes, or easily add your own existing content. Okay, here I am on our interactive learning page, which you'll see access to the guidebook, or if you click in the chat, we'll be able to also pull this up as well. But now you can see that there are some features to be able to show you how to use these in real life. What I really love is that there are now ready-made lessons with polls and quizzes. So I can click on Explore Templates, and I can see here that we have many template collections that actually have polls and quizzes in them. So to view any one of these, I just click on the three dots and I click preview this template. And now I can go ahead and I can just scroll through here and see the specific polls and quizzes that have been here for you. So you'll see here, this one has a learning check at the end. How do you feel about the activity? And when you're going through and doing this, a poll is going to immediately show the results when in live, and a quiz will not be showing that. It'll just be showing it to the teacher. So it'll just show that they had submitted an answer. So if we were to go ahead and just open this one up itself, and we're going to click customize this template, I know that that page was at the end because we just previewed it. So I'm going to go to this page. And if I were in present mode, you can also do it in edit mode. How do I feel about this? You'll see this is a poll because it is polling how I felt about this. And I'll show you what it looks like on the teacher side. And which station did you like best? These are all polls because they are instantly showing the live vote inside of them. So these are templates. I'm going to show you how to edit those. So it also tells you how to share them. It's best to do it with a public view link. But here we are, and I'm going to click on the quiz, and I can click responses. And here I can see which station was liked best and who the responder was. So I'm Leena Marie, so you can see when I responded to it. I can also download this as a CSV, and I can also come here and customize the poll. I can duplicate, I can do all of that. Now, to be able to share this with your students, the best way to do this is either to copy the link to the page and embed it into another doc like I showed you earlier, like custom page embeds, or click here on a public view link and create a public view link. And when you create a public view link, you copy this, and you'll see here that the students won't have access to edit anything. They'll just be able to click on this, and I'm the same logged in user, so it's recording logged in users, and you can see here it's happening in real time. Pretty cool. You can also check out the quiz generator, and you can also dive into the polls and quizzes. And from here, you can click on the quiz generator and it will take you to our learn and play. So it shows you exactly how to do this. So I definitely would recommend checking this out and exploring each one of these here. And like I said, this will be in the page. This is a learn and play that has been created actually by the design school team. And it shows you exactly how to add polls and quizzes and how to customize and how to share with your students. So I definitely would recommend exploring and playing with all of these options. But it is really cool to be able to have a poll and interactive elements right in your designs that you're sharing with your students. We have AI in the classroom. Launching brand new is our AI in the Classroom certification course. You can unlock the power of AI in education in our new Canva course. Get hands-on with 7 engaging lessons designed for educators like you. We'll cover practical strategies for integrating AI in your class, shaping a more accessible learning experience for all, and completing the course. After you complete your course, you'll get a certification as an official Canva AI whiz. I mean, who doesn't want to do that, right? So how do you even get there? So to get to AI in the classroom, it will be linked in your guidebook, so you're lucky. But another way to do that is by going to the Canva homepage. You can click over here on the drop-down menu and click on Design School, or you can go to canva.com/design school, all one word, and you'll see the course here. You'll click on Start Course. Once you start the course, you will go through each one of these lessons led by the lovely Ellie and Jonathan, both former classroom educators who have joined the team here at Canva, and they will walk you through how to use AI in very practical, real-world learning to use it in your classroom. Now, once you go through each one of these activities, you actually have a lesson and an activity to match. That is you watch and then you learn right alongside it. And so you'll see different tips and tricks for how to go ahead and create whatever it is that they're talking about within this lesson, and you get certified. All right, our last and final resource that has just launched is the Complete Classroom Kit, where you can stay strong all year with Canva for Education. The Complete Classroom Kit is jam-packed with templates designed to empower you and your learners so everyone can make the most of your learning journey. So how do we get there? Great question. We're heading back to the Canva homepage, and we're going to click on Templates and explore the Canva template library. If you haven't already done so, you can see here, Learning with Polls and Quizzes is right at the top, which will lead you to that page of collection. And you can go ahead here, click on Education, make sure you're there. And you'll see here at the top of our work kits, the Classroom Kit. In the Classroom Kit, you'll find everything you need to be able to kick off or reactivate your students today. So pretty cool to see all those templates in one place. All right, let's talk about some helpful resources. You can access our resources to our upcoming Canva events, as well as Canva resources right here by scanning the QR code, clicking in your guidebook, or seeing the link in the chat. You can also explore our previous What's New events led by Katie for our Canva for Teams and myself for Canva for Education. Also, if you haven't done so, we hope that you explore our Educator resources where you can learn more with our design school, which is the resources that our team provides for you, where you can find anything from tutorials to design playbooks to student resources and so much more. If you haven't already done so, we talked about this earlier today. We hope that you visit our design school page to access all of our courses and get certified today. And most importantly, make sure that you share it with other teachers to get their certifications too. I mean, what's better than free professional development? And last but not least, Canva is all about community. So we hope that you'll join our community and be a part of our global Facebook community. We have communities in Brazil and Indonesia and Turkey and Italy. So make sure that you scan that QR code, click the link in the chat or in your guidebook, and join one of our communities to empower each other using Canva. You can also follow us on X. You can share with us your Canva love and your Canva tips. We'd love to hear what you're doing and how you're using Canva in the classroom. It helps us to be inspired and helps other educators be inspired as well. And if you haven't already done so, we want to make sure that you're bringing Canva to your school district today. So scan the QR code, click the link in the chat or in your guidebook, or if you're joining us on demand, it will be down in the episode resources. Now, thank you so much for attending today. And if you are catching up on demand, thank you for spending your time with us. We cannot wait to see you all soon for the next Canva for Education What's New webinar. Thank you so much and happy designing. Bye, everybody.